So in previous few lectures, we studied unit number 1, which consists of 3 parts: mean value theorem, indeterminate form, and expansion of function. We'll continue with the remaining part of the engineering mathematics 1. We are starting unit number 2 today. So write with me. Let me represent the screen. Write unit number 2, Fourier series. Mute yourself. Fourier series. Okay. Right. Unit number 2, Fourier series. Okay. So right below that, the topic consists of right, 1, Fourier series, and let F as for the Fourier series. Fourier series expansion with standard period 2 pi. Okay, right. Second, Fourier series expansion of even and odd function with standard period 2 pi. Right. Third, Fourier series expansion with arbitrary period, and that is denoted by 2L. Arbitrary period 2L. Roll number 27. Mute yourself. Okay. Then write fourth. Just 1 minute. Hello. परत एकदा ट्राय करा. ठीक आहे. Wait for some time. Till that time, just you go on writing. Let everyone admitted in the class. Right now, fourth, Fourier series expansion of even and odd function with
PPT is not.
wait for 2 minutes. Once everyone is admitted, na, I'll start the presentation. Till that time, whatever I'm saying, you just go on writing. So Fourier series expansion of even and odd function with arbitrary period 2L. Fifth, half range. Instead of full range, half range is given. Half range expansion. Okay. And last part, right? Harmonic analysis. Harmonic analysis. Acha. I think around 85 people are there. 85 students they have joined. Hope everyone will join by the time. Let me continue with the next part. So 6 different parts are there, huh? Now first question is why to study the Fourier series? But natural question. Okay, so let me explain it. No need to write everything. If you think a new thing is there, you can write it for your reference. Okay, so see, in expansion of function, okay, what we have done in expansion of function? We have written the expansion of function. Say we have a sine x, we have written the expansion of sine x in ascending powers of x minus cube divided by 3 factorial plus x raised to 5 by 5 factorial and so on. Okay. In the same way, whenever a function f of x is given, we have written expansion of f of x in ascending powers of x, x square, x cube and so on. Okay, and we understood that this is helpful whenever we want to integrate a function which is not integrable. Okay, we have seen this example also. Integration of e raised to x square by classical method is not possible. And then we have written the expansion of e raised to x square. The expansion was 1, hope you remember it. 1 plus x square plus x raised to 4 by 4 factorial from expansion of e raised to x. X is replaced by x square. And after integration, we get the integration of e raised to x square dx. Okay, this was one of the application of expansion of the function. Okay, but see, what are the restrictions on f of x? What are restrictions on f of x? F of x should be continuous function. I hope you remember, right? While writing the Maclaurin's theorem and Taylor's theorem, we have written that f of x is continuous, and not only continuous, it should be differentiable also. So whenever a function is continuous and differentiable, we can find its expansion using Taylor's or Maclaurin's series, Maclaurin's theorem. Okay, but see, in the real life, many of the functions, they are discontinuous functions. They have finite number of discontinuous. Understand what I'm saying? Huh? I'm not saying only discontinuous, right? They have finite number of discontinuities. At some point they become maximum, at some point they become minimum. Okay, at some point there is a gap. Okay, so to deal with these functions, Fourier series is required. Okay, so to deal with what? Function with finite discontinuities. Okay, second, many of the function are periodic function, right? What is meaning of periodic function, right? So every Tuesday from 12:20 to 1:20 there will be maths lecture, periodic function. Okay, every day the first lecture start at 9:40, 9:30, whatever the time is. Periodic function. Days, periodic function. Seasons, periodic function. Okay, so many of the natural process are periodic function. So to deal with the periodic function, right? Now whenever I am saying to deal with, means mathematically to deal with. So maybe for example we want to find its integration. If the periodic function is involved in the differential equation you understand now? To solve the differential equation we have to integrate. Okay, so we may have to differentiate somewhere. So meaning of to deal with means applying the mathematical procedures. Okay, so to deal with periodic functions. Okay, so two different things we understood. Whenever finite number of discontinuities are there, whenever periodic function is there, we may require Fourier series. Not only this, let me change the page. So see, using Fourier series, what we are doing, whenever a function f of x is given, we are writing the function f of x in powers of sin x and cos x. Right? So what the f of x should be? The given function f of x should be periodic function. Okay, and second condition, function with finite discontinuous, not only continuous. Continuous function, we can, no doubt, we can find the Fourier series expansion. But if you have 5 discontinuities, 10 discontinuities, then also we can find its Fourier series expansion. And what we are doing, we are writing the given periodic function in terms of sin x and cos x. And what the sin x and cos x are? Standard periodic function. Okay, right? Next, so as in case of expansion, we are writing f of x in ascending powers of ax, x square, x cube. Na? In the same way, we are writing f of x in terms of sin x and cos x, since they are the standard periodic function there. Okay, then whatever derivatives we studied till now, they are known as ordinary derivative. For example, suppose we have a function y equal to f of x, right? So y is function of single variable x. So if you find derivative here, just 1 minute, let me admit if anyone, let me see if anyone is waiting outside. So no one is there. Hola? Hello?
Hello sir, मी मेकॅनिकल 15 मधून बोलतोय. फर्स्ट इयरचे मेकॅनिकल 15 रोल नंबर बोलतोय.
शॉर्ट मध्ये सांग.
ते मीटिंगला जॉईन कसं आहे ना?
हो, जॉईन कर परत एकदा लवकर, फास्ट. Okay. I'll wait for some more time, then let me continue. Okay, so then derivative is dy by dx, right? This derivative is known as ordinary derivative. Okay, now suppose z is another, I am taking another example. Suppose z is a function of x and y, z equal to f of xy. Okay, then the derivative is partial derivative. Okay, we will study it in unit number 3, next unit, known as del z by del x and del z by del y, known as partial derivative. So in this case, the number of independent variables are 2 or more than 2, and from here we will get a partial differential equation. Okay, so say I have a differential equation like this: del u by del t equal to k del square u divided by del x square. Right? This is known as one-dimensional heat equation. Right? We may have equation like this: del square u divided by del x square plus del square u divided by del y square equal to 0, known as wave equation. Right? So to solve this type of partial differential equations, whenever boundary conditions are provided, Fourier series expansion is required. Okay, so I'll write inside. To solve PDE, partial differential equation, Fourier series is required. Now question may be where it is required, how it is used. So that you will understand in the M3. It is there in the M3 syllabus of both mechanical and civil, how to solve the partial differential equation using the Fourier series expansion. Okay, so at this moment it is difficult for me to explain how it is used. Okay, next, see, while finding Fourier series expansion, right, period of the function is 2 pi or 2l. Understood what I am saying? To find the Fourier series expansion, what is required? Period of the function should be 2 pi or 2l. Okay, so whenever period is infinite, period is say minus infinity to plus infinity, then Fourier series is converted into Fourier transform. Understood? And this Fourier transform have many applications, right? One of the application is Fourier transform is used to solve differential equation. Right? Again, this is part of the M3 syllabus. Okay. Then Fourier transform is used to convert digital signal. In ANTC signals are there, na? Digital signal to analog signal, and then analog signal to digital signal. In that case, Fourier series Fourier transform, Z transform, and Laplace transform is used. So you will study Fourier transform and Laplace transform in M3. So these are the different applications of the Fourier series. Understood what the Fourier series is? And I think yesterday there was one competition presentation exhibition was there about the science day. And someone from your class only represented the story of Fourier, right? Fourier is a French mathematician. नेपोलियन बोनापार्ट आपको पता रहेगा, नेपोलियन बोनापार्ट पता है ना सबको?
Yes.
तो नेपोलियन बोनापार्ट के साथ ये फोरियर थे. आई फॉरगेट वन मोर मैथमेटिशियन, थोड़ा सा नाम मैं भूल रहा हूँ. तो ये anyone know another mathematician was there which was with the Napoleon Bonaparte. तो नेपोलियन बोनापार्ट ने क्या किया? Fourier, he was not famous as a mathematician at that time. तो कुछ ऐसे ही अकाउंटिंग या ऐसे एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव काम ये फोरियर और एक मैथमेटिशियन, आई फॉरगेट हिज नेम, सो जब मुझे याद आएगा मैं बता दूंगा, ये दोनों इसके नेपोलियन के साथ करते थे. तो नेपोलियन ने एक बार क्या किया, इन लोगों को इजिप्ट ले गए. और एक्चुअली नेपोलियन का ये था कि इसको he wanted to go to the Asian countries also. But due to one or other reason, some political reason, वो आगे नहीं जा पाए. तो नेपोलियन वापस आ गया फ्रांस और वहां पे उसने फोरियर को रख दिया कि आपको ये जो इजिप्ट का है जो पूरा स्टेट का जो काम है वो आपको देखना है. तो फोरियर ने तो बाकी सब काम करते हुए he was interested, he has keen interested in mathematics. तो वो थोड़ा सा मैथमेटिकल जो वहां हिस्ट्री है उसमें थोड़ा सा उसने इंटरेस्ट लिया. और जब वो पिरामिड वगैरह देखा ना, तब उसको पता चला कि somehow we can use the Fourier series. We can write a given function f of x in powers of sin x and cos x, in terms of sin x and cos x, which are also periodic function. And these functions can be used to solve the partial differential equations. So जब पहले ये बताया गया ना, around I think it was in 17th century, कि we can use Fourier series to solve partial differential equations. So around for next 50 years, no one believed it कि how we can solve the partial differential equation using the Fourier series. किसी ने believe नहीं किया. बाद में लोगों को पता चला this is a very powerful tool to solve the partial differential equation. Okay. So now let me continue with the syllabus part. So let me change the page. So now we understood why Fourier series is required. Now we want to understand what the Fourier series is. Okay. So now start writing with me. Any doubt at this moment?
No, sir.
So let me continue now. Okay?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you. So write periodic function. Periodic function. First definition. Third, a function f of x is said to be periodic of period p if f of x equal to f of x plus np. F of x equal to f of x plus np, where n is a natural number. N is a natural number. Hope everyone know what the natural numbers are. 1, 2, 3 and so on. These are natural numbers. If you don't know, you write it. This is notation for the set of natural number. You might know all these things very well. Okay. चलो समझते हैं इसको. तो थोड़ा पहले समझते हैं. For example, 1. Let me take a specific value. Say sine of pi by 6, sine of 30 degree. What is sine of 30 degree? 1/2?
Half.
Right. So tell me what will be sine of 360 degree plus pi by 6. Hope everyone understand. Suppose this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. Say this is the 30 degree. So I am saying that 360 plus 30 degree. So let me start from the x-axis, right? And I have to move anti-clockwise, right? So that we'll get 360 degree positive. So if I complete one cycle, that is 360 degree and again 30 degree. So sine 360 plus pi by 6. So I am reaching at pi by 6 only. So again it will be 1 upon 2. Okay. So let me complete 2 cycles now. Can I write like this? 2 into 2 pi. 2 pi is 360 plus pi by 6. Right. So if I complete the 2 cycles, this is first cycle. I'll complete one more cycle and again 30 degrees. So I'll get same thing, half only. Okay. Right. Now if I complete 3 cycles, 3 into 2 pi plus pi by 6. Okay, so again I'll get half only, right now. So let me generalize it. So how I can write this? Sine of, see what I'm changing, 1 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So n into 2 pi plus whatever the angle theta is. Okay, so in this case pi by 6, that will be equal to half. That is equal to sine pi by 6, है ना? तो इसको मैं जनरलाइज करता हूं अभी. हाँ, ये स्पेसिफिक एग्जांपल है ना. Let me generalize it. So sine of, I am considering pi by 6 equal to theta. So sine of theta plus, अभी इसको मैं लिखता हूं 2n pi equal to sine theta. Now let me compare that with the definition. हाँ, तो definition क्या है? F of x है. Let me write it as f of theta. So f of theta यहाँ पे है. On this side we have f of theta plus np. p क्या है यहाँ पे? 2 pi. So what is the conclusion? What the p is? 2 pi. और ये हमें काफी अच्छे से पता है. We know it very well that sine theta is a periodic function and what the period is? 2 pi. Okay. Same is true for the cos x also. Okay. So x statement लिखना है. You don't have to write the whole explanation. Write down sine theta and cos theta are, right? Sine theta and cos theta are periodic functions. Are periodic functions of period 2 pi. Okay. और थोड़ा सा समझ ले कि हम क्या करते हैं. To understand, let me draw the graph of sin theta. हाँ. So I think everyone know the graph of sin theta. X, which is y, right? So ये है pi, which is 2 pi. How is the graph? Like this. This is the graph of sin x. Maximum value is 1, है ना? Minimum value -1 होता है. ये origin है. Okay. So if I draw the graph from 2 pi to 4 pi, I'll get the same graph like this. Yes, if I draw it from 4 pi to 6 pi, I'll get the same cycle. So particular part is repeated, na? This part, the part of graph between theta equal to 0 or x equal to 0, जो आप समझना है समझो. Theta equal to 0 to theta equal to 2 pi. This part will be repeated again and again. Not only positive side, huh? Same is true for the negative side also. So if I draw a graph from -2 pi to 0, I'll get graph like this, right ना? So फिर इधर भी मैं draw कर सकता हूँ ऐसे, है ना? I think you know all these things very well. Okay. So graph is like this. I'll use this in next part. Therefore, I have drawn the graph. तो चलो और कुछ example देखते हैं. Let me change the page. Written everything.
Yes, sir.
At least you should have written sin theta.
Yes, sir. Written.
At least you should have written sin theta and cos theta are periodic functions of period 2 pi. Graph, if you want to draw it. Else you can leave it. But it is always better to draw the graph so that it will remember it forever. And at least those who want to study for the higher exams, higher studies, GATE exam and any technical exam, keep all these notes with you. So you understood them and you have written in your own handwriting. They will help you whenever you are preparing for these exams. So don't throw them. Okay. Achha. So next, right, tan x. What is period of tan x? Anyone know what is period of tan x? Tan x का period क्या होता है? Pi होता है. Pi. Good. Tan x is अच्छा. Sorry. Yes. Right. Tan x is periodic function of period 2 pi. Sorry. You write the whole sentence. Period of tan x is pi. Third. Now you go through this example and tell me whether it is periodic or not. जैसा फंक्शन है x एक्सिस है, this is y एक्सिस, and so on. हाँ, इस साइड में भी ऐसे, it is like this. a है -6, this is 0, 6, 12, and so on. So is it periodic function? Is a particular part is repeated again and again?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. Which part is repeated from x equal to 0 to x equal to
12.
6? Huh?
12.
So Radhan, period is 6. आ रहा है सबको समझ में? Fourth example.
Yes, sir.
चलो इसको देखते हैं. Y axis 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and so on. -5, -10. Is it periodic function? Is it periodic function?
sir.
Acha, what is period? Huh? No doubt a particular part is repeated. So what is the period?
0 to 5.
5.
Is it 0 to 5 or 0 to 10?
0 to
10.
0 to 10. It is not 0 to pi. Sradan. Periodic function with the period 10. 0 to 10 part. This is repeated, na? If it is 0 to 5, then from 5 to 10 we should have the line, but we don't have. Right, na? So 10 is the period. Okay. So we understood what the period is. Chalo, fifth, sorry. इसको समझते हैं अभी. हाँ, right, period of sin x is 2 pi. Okay, the period of sin 2x is, अच्छा कोई बता सकता है sin 2x का पीरियड क्या होगा?
Pi.
हाँ, पाई आएगा. हाँ, डबल नहीं होता है, हाफ होता है. Why? Since it is like this. See, if I draw the graph of sin x, right now, so it is like this. This is pi, this is 2 pi. This is 0. This is the graph of y equal to sin x. So the part between 0 to 2 pi will repeat again and again. We know it very well. Okay. Whereas if we try to draw the graph of y equal to, this is y equal to 1 maximum value, this is y equal to -1 minimum value, this is y equal to 1, this is y equal to -1. Here we have pi, here we have 2 pi, and so on. So if we try to draw the graph of y equal to sin 2x, right? So one cycle is completed in this part only, here only. And from pi to 2 pi, we will have one more cycle. Okay, so what the period is? Period is 2 pi here. Okay, what is period here? Period is pi here. Understood? चलो next part ले लूं मैं भी. Understood this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
इसको मैं generalize करता हूँ. Let me generalize this. Can I change the page? Sixth radar. If period of f of x is p, then period of f of x is p by e. Okay, इसके एग्जांपल देखते हैं. अभी क्या लिखेंगे हम? फंक्शन लिखेंगे और उसका पीरियड लिखेंगे. Okay, different examples लेते हैं. चलो पहला लेते हैं. Sin x. What is the period? 2 pi. Okay. Sin 3x. कोई बता सकता है क्या पीरियड होगा?
2 pi by 3.
Absolutely, very good. 2 pi divided by 3. Okay. Next, cos 5x. Cos x. 2 pi divided by 5. Very good. Cos x period is 2 pi है ना? Sin x और cos x दोनों का period 2 pi है. So multiplied by 5 will be converted into divided by 5. Okay. Sin of x by 2. What the period is?
4 pi.
4 pi. Very good. Cos of 3x by 2. What the period is? Isn't it? 4 pi divided by 3. Or we can write n number of examples of this type. I think you understood the concept now. If it is multiplied by 3, converted into divided by 3. 2 pi divided by 3. If it is divided by 2, converted into multiply by 2. 2 into 2 pi. Standard period of sin x and cos x is. यहाँ पे लिखो important for the MCQ. Important for the MCQ. Okay. So we understood what the period is. थोड़ा आगे बढ़ते हैं. So now what we'll do now? We'll write the definition of Fourier series. सरल Fourier series. So मैं दूसरे पेज पे लिखना चाहता हूँ. Let me change the page. Write Fourier series. Definition of Fourier series. If a function f of x is, if a function f of x is periodic function of period 2 pi defined in x between c is some constant c to c plus 2 pi. What is length of this interval? 2 pi. Final point is c plus 2 pi na? C plus 2 pi minus c, that will be 2 pi na? So length of the interval is 2 pi. And satisfies Dirichlet's condition. Dirichlet is again also mathematician. That is, what are the Dirichlet's condition? That are 1, f of x is finite and single value. And its integral exists in given interval, that is c to c plus 2 pi. Second, so function should be finite, it should not become infinite. Then f of
Sin x cos x का ग्राफ इनफाइनाइट है ना?
whose graph?
Sin x और cos x.
हाँ, correct.
तो इनफाइनाइट है ना? तो वो
You are not audible. The graph of the tan x is infinite, no doubts. So at x equal to pi by 2, it becomes infinite. Okay. Therefore,
it does not satisfy Dirichlet condition.
Absolutely. So we cannot find Fourier series expansion of tan x in an interval where pi by 2 is involved. Correct. No doubt. Right. Next, f of x has at most finite number of discontinuities. So if finite number of discontinuities are there, we don't have any problem. F of x has at most finite number of maxima and minima. Finite number of maxima and minima. Then f of x can be represented in trigonometric series as f of x equal to a naught by 2 plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity an cos of nx plus bn sine of nx. An cos of nx plus bn sine of nx, where a naught, an and bn are known as Fourier coefficients, and they are given by a naught equal to, we want to write the formula of a naught, an and bn. They are known as Fourier coefficients. 1 upon pi c to c plus 2 pi f of x dx. Now question may be from where we are getting these formulas, huh? So those who are interested to understand from where we are getting the formulas, two options are there. You go through any standard book or you go through the NPTEL lecture. And third option, I'll send the PDF of that from where the formulas are obtained. F of x cos of nx dx. Bn equal to 1 upon pi c to c plus 2 pi f of x sine of nx dx. Okay. Now, before we start with different examples, we'll go through few formulas and concepts required to solve these examples, and then we'll go through the examples. Right. Next page.
True.
So in short, remember that whenever we have a periodic function f of x, which is defined in the interval x equal to c plus 2 pi, understand what I am saying? Remember this, whenever function f of x is given, which is a periodic function defined in c to c plus 2 pi, and then the Fourier series expansion is given by this formula, f of x equal to a naught by 2 plus summation n cos of nx plus bn sine nx, where a naught is given by, an is given by, and bn is given by, right? So in case of n cos nx is written, so inside the integral we have f of x cos nx, okay? In the f of x, in the Fourier series expansion, we have written bn sine nx, therefore bn equal to integration of f of x sine of nx, okay? Right. Formula is required.
पेज चेंज नहीं किया.
Yes, करता हूँ. That one. That integration by parts. right? Integration of uv equal to u as it is, integration of v minus u dash, acha basic formula, let me write the basic formula, u dash integration of v, right? And how to choose the u?
Eilert rule.
Correct.
Eilert.
Yes. Hope everyone know what is Eilert. I is inverse trigonometric function, which is most difficult to integrate. Okay. Then L is logarithmic function, arithmetic function, trigonometric function, and exponential function. Exponential functions are very simple to be integrated. Okay. So first is inverse trigonometric function, most difficult to integrate. Last is exponential function, most simple to integrate. Okay. Then next, chain rule of integration by parts. U as it is, integration of v minus u dash integration of v twice, u double dash integration of v thrice, and so on. Right? Increase the number of derivatives, increase the number of integrations, and alternate plus minus.
Sir, sign alternate.
Alternate sign. Okay.
Sir,
You are not audible.
सर चेन रूल नहीं सकता।
हाँ, क्या करना है हमें, u as it is है ना, नेक्स्ट उसका फर्स्ट डेरिवेटिव लिया, देन सेकंड डेरिवेटिव, नेक्स्ट विल बी थर्ड डेरिवेटिव, हाँ 3 डेरिवेटिव लेने हैं u के, फिर v को once we integrated, twice, thrice, 4 times, समझते हैं ना उसको, give me some time, हाँ डिफरेंस समझते हैं ना, when to use the first formula and when we have to use the chain rule.
ओके सर।
So लिखो इसके नीचे, select from, it will be clear, select u such that its derivative becomes 0. Okay, and v such that remaining will be v, no doubt, v such that it is easily integrable. So priority u को देना है, हाँ, you have to select u such that its derivative becomes 0. Then chain rule is used whenever derivative of one of the function becomes 0. डेरिवेटिव जब 0 होता है तभी चेन रूल यूज करना है, एल्स वी हैव टू यूज द फर्स्ट फार्मूला, जो बेसिक फार्मूला हमने पढ़ा है उसको यूज करना है. ओके, फॉर एग्जांपल एक एग्जांपल लेते तो समझ में, हाँ अच्छा रिपीट, चेन रूल इज यूज्ड whenever derivative of one of the function becomes 0. For example, write down x square sin of 3x dx, इसको इंटीग्रेट करना है ना, थोड़ा सा ध्यान दीजिए फिर बाद में लिखना. So what will be u and v? Is it possible that derivative of one of the function x square or sin x will become 0? Yes, derivative of x square will become 0 ना, so x square is u और जो बाकी फंक्शन है वो v है. हाँ, तो क्या क्या करना है देखो, u as it is है ना, फर्स्ट स्टेप, माइनस सेकेंड फंक्शन मुझे लिखना है, सो आई हैव लेफ्ट द स्पेस, सेकेंड u डैश 2x आएगा. ओके, नेक्स्ट है प्लस u का डेरिवेटिव और एक डेरिवेटिव 2, नेक्स्ट माइनस और u का और एक डेरिवेटिव 0 है ना, तो रिमेनिंग ऑल द टर्म्स दे विल बी इक्वल टू 0 ना, राइट. अभी v है, इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ v, व्हाट इज इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ sin x?
Cos.
माइनस ऑफ माइनस आएगा, माइनस ऑफ cos 3x डिवाइडेड बाय 3 और एक इंटीग्रल माइनस ऑफ sin 3x, अच्छा स्पेस मैंने कम छोड़ दिया 9, ठीक है. उसके बाद और एक इंटीग्रेशन माइनस माइनस प्लस आएगा, cos 3x डिवाइडेड बाय 27 है ना. नेक्स्ट लिखने की जरूरत नहीं, 0 ही है ना. सो आंसर इज minus of x square cos of 3x divided by 3, right? Then ये plus sign है, so minus of 2 by 9 x sin of 3x. Next is plus 2 by 27 cos of 3x. That's it. Next term is 0. समझ में आ गया आपको when to use this rule and how to use it? थोड़ा समझ के लिखो उसको, understand it and then write.
सर फिर से बताइए ना एक बार प्लीज।
सिंपल है, देखो क्या क्या करना है, मैं ऊपर टर्म लिखता हूं तो आपको समझ में आएगा। u है इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ v, ठीक है। नेक्स्ट है माइनस साइन है, हाँ ये माइनस साइन में भूल गया, ये माइनस साइन है, ये माइनस साइन और माइनस साइन इट विल बिकम प्लस, ओके। देन u डैश है, ये यहाँ पे लिखा है मैंने, ओके। और v का इंटीग्रेशन ट्वाइस जो यहाँ पे लिखा है, राइट, प्लस u डबल डैश है ना, और इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ v थ्राइस एंड देन रिमेनिंग टर्म्स।
मतलब हमें एक बार इंटीग्रेशन करना पड़ेगा आगे आगे जाके वैसे।
हाँ, तो whenever we have to use this rule, whenever derivative of one of the term becomes 0, यानी for example x raised to 99 है तो उसको नहीं यूज करेंगे ना, 99 यानी 100 टर्म्स आएंगे, which is not possible. Say x square है, x cube है, x raised to 5 है, then we can use the rule, right?
माइनस cos 3x by 3 को इंटीग्रेट किया है ना आगे वाले टर्म में।
हाँ हाँ हाँ, उसको इंटीग्रेट, करेक्ट करेक्ट। ट्वाइस इंटीग्रेशन मींस इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ प्रीवियस टर्म ना, ये एक बार इंटीग्रेशन आ गया, ये इसका एक और बार इंटीग्रेशन दिया, आई गेट दिस टर्म, इसका और एक बार इंटीग्रेशन दिया, आई गेट द नेक्स्ट टर्म, है ना। सो दिस इज वंस इंटीग्रेशन, दिस इज वंस इंटीग्रेशन जिसको मैं अभी मार्क कर रहा हूं, दिस इज ट्वाइस इंटीग्रेशन, है ना, और ये थ्राइस है। आ रहा है ना समझ में?
Yes,
Okay. Very important to understand all these things, हाँ। चलो नेक्स्ट।
सर 1 सेकंड।
हाँ हाँ लिख दो, समझ लीजिए आप, लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है। if you want to leave it ना, leave it, since in Fourier series we are going to solve this type of examples, इसको ही सॉल्व करना है और कुछ नहीं करना है हमें, ठीक है। तो एक बार समझ, what is important to understand, it is very important, हाँ, इसको समझना important है। अच्छा चलो नेक्स्ट, थर्ड, e raised to x sin of bx dx. Yes, what is the integration? Standard formula है e raised to x divided by a square plus b square, a sin of bx, next क्या आएगा, minus b cos of bx, next a cos of bx plus b sin of bx। ओके चलो समझते हैं इसको, ओके। तो ये क्या है, e raised to ax divided by a square plus b square, then inside the bracket a लिखना है, in both the case it is a only, since inside the integral sin bx, therefore first term is sin bx, integration of sin is minus cos ना, so minus sign between sin bx and cos bx, ठीक है। whereas in second formula cos bx is there inside the integral, therefore first term is cos bx, but integration of cos bx is plus sign ना, so plus sign is there, ऐसे याद रखना है इसको, ठीक है, ओके। अच्छा एक छोटा सा प्रेजेंटेशन है, इसको मैं ऑलरेडी आई थिंक इट इज सेंड टू यू, इफ इट इज नॉट आई विल सेंड इट टू यू। इसको आप खुद देखना है, क्या देखना है इसको समझते हैं हम, वेयर इट इज, हाँ यहाँ पे है हमारे, कहाँ पे सेव किया इसको, एक मिनट, हाँ शायद यहाँ, ये है फोरियर सीरीज, जोसेफ फोरियर, फाउंडर ऑफ द फोरियर सीरीज, राइट। तो इसको थोड़ा सा आप एक बार पढ़िए, दिस इज कंपैरिजन बिटवीन टेलर सीरीज एंड फोरियर सीरीज। हाँ, उसको एक बार समझिए आप। फिर ये फॉर्मूलेज है, वी नो देम वेरी वेल, and these are the formulas, you go through the formulas. Then ये एक बार मैं बाद में समझाऊंगा। After first example I will tell you what is this. Actual जो function है, it is like this। हाँ, ये है rectangular function है, जो रेड कलर में लाइन दिखाई दे रही है ना, that is the actual function। हाँ, और फिर ये जो ग्रीन लाइन दिखा दे रही है, ये जो ग्रीन लाइन है, ये ऐसे like the parabola, okay, ये फोरियर सीरीज है when we take the first two terms only, and once the number of terms increases, suppose 10 term मैंने पहले 10 term लिए, summation n equal to 1 to infinity लेते ना, तो if I take the first 10 terms, then the series Fourier series expansion will be ये जो blue color दिखाई दे रहा है, ये ऐसे 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 ऐसे, यानी approximation बढ़ जाएगा। So if I take n equal to infinity, I'll get this rectangular wave। ये NTC में ज्यादा आता है। हाँ, तो इसको और एक बार समझेंगे हम, मे बी वंस वी गो थ्रू फर्स्ट फ्यू एग्जांपल्स। हाँ, ये फॉर्मूलेज है फोरियर सीरीज के, यू गो थ्रू देम। बेसिक फॉर्मूलेज ऑफ द फोरियर सीरीज, हार्मोनिक क्या है, डिरिचलेट कंडीशन क्या है, ऑलरेडी वी हैव डन देम। हाँ, यू गो थ्रू देम। देन ये है इवन फंक्शन जब रहेगा, देन व्हाट इज द फोरियर सीरीज एक्सपेंशन, इसको हम पढ़ेंगे। वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी इट मे बी नेक्स्ट और नेक्स्ट लेक्चर। इफ ऑड फंक्शन, देन व्हाट इज द फोरियर सीरीज एक्सपेंशन। हाँ, कुछ एग्जाम्पल दिए हैं जिसको हम वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी देम। ये छोटा सा प्रेजेंटेशन है, मैं शेयर करता हूँ आपके साथ, और इसके एप्लीकेशन दिए विच इज नॉट पार्ट ऑफ M1। सो दोज हु आर इंटरेस्टेड दे कैन गो थ्रू द एप्लीकेशंस विच आर पेज नंबर 15 ऑनवर्ड। फोर्स्ड ऑसिलेशन क्या होता है, हाउ वी कैन यूज द फोरियर सीरीज टू सॉल्व द एग्जांपल्स ऑन फोर्स्ड ऑसिलेशन। यू गो थ्रू देम। हिट इक्वेशन जो मैंने अभी पहले बिफोर सम टाइम टेल यू ना कि पार्शियल डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन इज देयर, राइट, पार्शियल डेरिवेटिव इज देयर, एंड फ्रॉम देयर पार्शियल डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन इज ऑब्टेन्ड, राइट। वन ऑफ द एग्जांपल वाज हिट इक्वेशन, वेव इक्वेशन। सो हिट इक्वेशन इज हियर। एक रॉड है, दिस इज द रॉड, ओके। देन व्हाट इज गिवन एट द एंड पॉइंट्स, these are the two end points, these are the boundary of rod, the temperature is 0, right, and our aim is to find temperature distribution throughout this rod at any time t at any distance x. Distance is measured from here, say x equal to 5 centimeter, x equal to 10 centimeter, x equal to L centimeter, okay, that is the problem, that is known as one dimensional heat equation। तो उसको सॉल्व किया है। Again you will study, this is the differential equation corresponding to the heat equation, so you will study all these things in M3 also। हाँ, तो आपको कोई टेंशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं, उसको मैं शेयर करता हूँ। फिर भी those who are interested they can go through this presentation और थोड़ा समझने की कोशिश कीजिए, तो थोड़ा सा इंटरेस्ट आएगा कि why we are studying the Fourier series, okay। So time being will stop here, I'll share this on the Google Classroom। Then I have given you the MCQs of mean value theorem, please solve them and submit it by Friday. Friday is the submission date, okay। Then